Welcome to Dog Training Bytes. The show where canine professionals share their key takeaways, big aha moments, and hardest lessons learned from working with dogs. I'm Mattison, certified dog trainer and behavior consultant, and dogs are my life. Every day I get to coach guardians and other trainers into a deeper understanding of canine behavior. But let's face it, sometimes dog training really bites. And that's okay, because when it does, we learn a lot. This podcast is all about sharing the lessons learned from experience, because the stories of when it got tough or when we made a mistake, that's when we learn the lessons worth learning. And it's time we share those with the world. I'll be talking to dog trainers and other pet professionals about times that working with dogs, well, bit. Not literally. Maybe literally. What's most important here on this show, what did they walk away with? What did they learn? How did it shape their approach today? In this teaser episode, I'm sharing a clip from my other podcast, Unpacked. This is the very moment that inspired this new project. I shared an experience, a vivid moment from my past as a groomer that taught me something incredibly valuable. A lesson about emotional co-regulation and creating cooperative care strategies. And that still impacts how I train today. My sort of humble beginnings working with dogs, it was training, but then it was grooming before it was training heavily. And so I groomed full time for well over a year when I was, and I give, again, more props to you because you will hear me say it, grooming is so much harder than training. And that's why I do what I do, because that was, to me, just one of the most difficult things. But I learned so much. One of my biggest takeaways from that was co-regulating of emotions and the impact that we have on the dogs on the table. And it was actually a poodle. I remember the poodle that was on the table, and just every muscle in her body was so tense. Her name was Viz. And I was trying to do her paws, and she just kept snatching them away. Nope, you're not having it. Nope. And so I put a hand on her chest and I put a hand on her back, and I closed my eyes and I took several deep grounding breaths, and I felt every muscle just relax and ease.
Yeah.
And then she let me do the paw. And I was like, oh, so we just had to breathe together? We just had to be chill together. And it was such a huge takeaway. Like, I still can picture and remember that moment. Dog Training Bytes was created, produced, and edited by Mattison Simpson. You can connect with me on Instagram at Dog Training Bytes. That's BYTES, and at Freed by Training. For information on guests and resources for help with your dog or dog training education, visit www.dogtrainingbytes.stream. Looking for more? Listen to my other show, Unpacked, a clinical dog training podcast co-hosted by Sailor Jerry the dog trainer and produced by Straight Up Dog Talk LLC.